Well, hello there and welcome to the channel, and in this video we are going to be showing you how to pot on your bare root canna lilies, not a true lily. Now we have Lorna on the camera.
Hello.
Which means that I can be mean and ask her questions that I know she hasn't looked up previously. So canna lilies, what part of the world do they come from?
Africa.
For God's sake. Every time.
I don't know.
Canna lilies.
Mediterranean. Australia?
No. Should I just tell
America.
you? Yes!
Hey! Are they from America?
Yeah, they are from the tropical.
You can dub that in.
You can dub that in, yeah. We'll edit that.
Yeah.
They are from the tropical, subtropical regions of South America.
Okay.
In fact, they are often grown in the olden days with the old South American tribes as a food crop, as a starchy root that they would food from. There are only 10 species, and the plants that we're going to be growing today, apart from one, that's Canna indica. What does indica mean?
Multicoloured.
It means from India, but not India as we would think on the dusky
Like
Asian
America,
continent.
India.
From the Indians, because they thought when Columbus discovered America, he thought he'd actually discovered the other end of the Indian continent, but it's not. But the name seems to have stuck so far. But I'm sure with decolonisation, the name would change. Although the plant's still the very same plant. Enough of that. Let me show you what we've got.
Right. Let's have a look.
All right. The ones I really wanted were these, the Canna tropicana.
Okay.
Let's just open this up.
Have a look.
And these are available now. I mean, really, from about January. About January, the garden centres will be putting out their pretty much full range of summer flowering bulbs and roots and herbaceous plants. Herbaceous is a plant that grows from the ground, has a non-woody stem, goes to its full height, and flowers in the same year. Herbaceous perennial. Perennial means that it will last for more than a couple of years and do the same thing each time. So this is what we have. A dried up bitter root.
Ooh, let's have a look at that.
Doesn't look much, does it?
No.
But this bit seems quite solid, and that's okay. The rest of it, there's no new bud showing. There's no new bud showing on that, but don't worry about that.
Okay.
It just needs some warmth, which we will talk about shortly. But I just wanted to say that when these do go out in their packs in the garden centre, they're going to sit on those shelves really until they sell. So they could be there 3 months, just drying out in the bag. So when you buy these, you want to get them early while they're still kind of alive. But this is fine. But we're going to plant them, but we're not going to plant them in the ground, and the reason for that is going to be too cold to get these going. If you want them to flower this year, you need the this is in its best condition, and we're going to grow it in a pot. And the reason why it's going in a pot to start off with rather than the ground is because the compost or soil in your pot is going to be a lot warmer than it is in the ground at this time of year. And if I put that into a greenhouse, heated greenhouse, or indoors in a warm conservatory, then it will increase the metabolism. It will kickstart this early, and we'll get it to flower early. If I leave it outside or plant it directly outside, it's just going to sit there for a while. They do like quite a rich soil. So to begin with,
Okay. Seed truck. Here we go.
just gonna
Farmyard manure and multi-purpose compost.
bit of farmyard manure, because farmyard manures are very rich in nitrogen.
Yeah. Nice.
So I just want to do a little rich layer
Okay.
that will sit at the bottom of the pot.
Okay.
So this is about a 9-inch pot,
Okay.
5 litres.
Right. That's
So that will just go in. Right. And then from there, just multi-purpose compost.
okay.
And we're not
Very
burying
pretty.
this.
No.
We're having this quite near the surface, because the roots or like surface running roots are just under the surface. So we're going to put this where it's supposed to be, where it would expect to be in nature. So you can see these are the old old stems that have been cut back,
Yeah.
old bit of root. So really they're going to have the soil level
Yeah.
around about here. So
Yeah.
definitely not burying it.
No.
That would be a mistake.
Okay. A mistake to avoid.
Mistake to avoid. Right.
Right.
Okay.
So that-
And also we want the soil level to be about, well actually there's a rim here that tells me anyway. Usually
Yeah.
have it about an inch lower than the surface, so when you water it, because these will, sorry just pull it up, these will need quite a lot of watering once they start growing. So that means that if you've got like a drop, you can fill it with water and that can just slowly sink down. Do you have any questions for me, Lorna?
Canna indica.
Yep.
What colour flowers is it?
That's a very good question.
Because I know you can get yellow, I know you can get red, I know you can get orange. And to be fair, I never even saw these cannas arrive in the house. I don't know how you got them in here. So there must have been a box arrive with them in, or you sneaked them in. I was wondering at the start of the video where these actually came from. You hadn't admitted to these until today. And then suddenly, let's look at that guilty face. Oh, it's having to be buying more plants.
No, these are from an old batch.
No, it does feel like maybe you've got them out of a
These are around
packet.
for a while.
Like as if you bought them at the shops. So you did start your intro saying how you should buy them this time of year from the shops.
Indeed, yeah. Because
Should I check your receipts?
indeed, you want to buy them now, and on a warm day like this, once temperatures start to rise, overnight temperatures, which they have started to,
Yes.
then it's time to start growing these. As you can see, just see on the top here,
I don't mind. I like a good canna, so I'm quite happy for a canna.
it's just proud on the surface here. Now, the ones I bought was the Tropicana Gold. 'cause
yeah,
the
nice.
Tropicana range of
Yeah, nice foliage.
yeah, really, really nice. And
Yeah.
although, strangely, in the Royal Horticultural Society website, it says that these don't really take freezing conditions. But that's not really
They
true,
do.
because we've had a load of varieties out
Yeah.
here.
They
Which we
come
plucked up.
back.
They've gone through one winter at -8.
Yeah.
They come through this winter
Yeah.
at -5. But they say you need to for these to grow, you need them between about 10 and 16 degrees Celsius, which is fine. That will grow,
Yeah.
but you can't say that they won't survive colder
Yeah.
or even overwinter outside.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are much further north and you're going to start getting seriously cold temperatures, I'll probably still leave them outside and just give them
The mulch
a
over
mulch.
them.
Yeah, good, like
absolutely.
dry mulch,
a couple of
2-3
inches. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Mulch.
Yeah.
And if you really want to, you can just grow them in containers, bring them back in out of frost after.
Yeah.
But down here on the south coast, once
Really?
it's started growing and
Yeah.
established in those pots, they are going to go outside.
Oh,
And can I say,
yes.
I can't remember how many it is now. There are a number of these cultivars, because most of the really fancy flowering, really fancy foliage varieties are hybrids of one or more of the 10 species that exist. But I think about 12 or 14 of these have got the Royal Horticultural Society's award of garden merit. So just keep an eye out for those ones.
Did you know the cannas they're from America?
This is American.
And like, not India, but actually America. I know you didn't know that.
Indeed, that is a great fact there that
Thank you.
shared with us. One of my favourite ones is actually, though I really love the Tropicana varieties because of those the actual
Yeah.
superb coloration
Yeah.
on the foliage.
Amazing.
It's Cleopatra.
Oh, actually, Cleopatra. I like that because that's like the leaves are half green, half sort of really dark purple. And the flowers are different colours too, so they have like a multicoloured flower. So it's almost like you've spliced two plants together in one place. It's amazing. I do love a canna. I love it because the leaves remind me very tropical, a bit banana-y, a bit sort of amazing. We've got a really tall canna in our garden,
We do.
which wasn't what we thought we were buying at the time. But it actually goes up to nearly 2 metres, and you're not in love with it. I love it. I think it's amazing. I've never seen anything so big as from a canna. Yeah, and I think that's absolutely superb. But I do like a good canna.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Right, now this gets watered in,
Okay.
and with milder weathers, this should start to explode into growth. And as soon as it starts to put out its new shoots, and you can water this quite regularly. And once it's established in the pot, once the roots have encircled the mass of compost and we just pop out in one go without falling apart, then you can plant that outside. It just needs to be in full sun. They will grow in partial shade, despite what the books say. They just won't flower as well, but they certainly will do it. They can be watered freely over the summer, and like we said earlier, if you're in a particularly cold region, then they would benefit from a thick layer of a dried mulch. Now, I think that's everything I need to say on cannas. Have you got anything you'd like to add, Lorna?
How many more cannas did you buy, lovely?
3.
3.
Because
Are they all the same?
well, 2 of them are
Canna,
Tropicana Gold, because we were missing that variety, and 1 is the Indica, which is a plain green. I believe it's got red, but the red flowers, but the red blooms aren't very big, and it's
Oh, I do like that as well.
for me it's a bit boring.
No, it's not.
boring.
You say it's boring, I say it's brilliant.
I like the proper big fancy varieties.
You do.
Anyway, now I've said all I've got to say. Thanks for watching. If you've got anything you'd like to add about growing bare root canna lilies, then you can do so by putting that into the comment section. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you, Lorna, for being on the camera and contributing. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.